Now, if you've ever been slapped with a parking fine, you might want to look away now. Councils in England made more than £750 million from fines last year. Surprise, surprise, 8 of the 10 councils to make the most money from fines were in London. Westminster took the most, just under £60 million, followed by Kensington and Chelsea, which took £34 million in fines. But are the fines fair? And how easy is it to get the unfair tickets overturned? Well, Olivia Kinsley went to find out.
There's little more infuriating than a parking ticket, except perhaps when in fact you parked your car perfectly legally. That's what happened to Londoner Joseph Hyatt. When he left his Mercedes outside work, it caught a parking warden's eye. CCTV seemed to show the warden putting up a temporary restriction sign, then giving Mr Hyatt a £65 fine. The car was later towed and he paid £265 to get it back. But when he checked the CCTV, he took it to a tribunal and won.
When you're legally parking correctly, that's not acceptable. And, you know, no one has any right to remove anyone's car who's parked it right. You don't expect someone to come and change the sign, you know.
London councils are making record amounts from parking charges and fines. Top in the country this year was Westminster, with Kensington and Chelsea and Camden next behind.
Did you know that Westminster Council made nearly £60 million out of parking this year?
I had no idea.
What do you think?
Shocking. Pretty shocking.
Outrageous. Completely outrageous.
Why?
Legalised extortion.
I don't know where they're spending it. Why can't they use the money to buy more land and provide more parking spaces over there?
To be fair to Westminster, they do publish an annual parking report, but not all authorities do. And I think drivers have a right to know how the money has been raised, why the money has been raised, and what it's being spent on. Councils mustn't be tempted to raise parking charges, to set parking charges, to raise money to fill their financial black holes.
By law, councils must put any money made from on-street parking back into transport-related activities, like painting yellow lines or filling in potholes. So you could argue that when drivers put money in, they get it back, at least indirectly.
Most would say they'd rather keep the change. Olivia Kinsley, ITV News.